Elite cross-country skiing is one of the most physically demanding winter sports. Success requires more than speed. Athletes must combine endurance, pacing intelligence, technical efficiency, and strong mental control. At the Nordic Junior and U23 World Championships in Lillehammer, Canadian skier Alison Mackie delivered an impressive victory in the U23 women's 20-kilometer mass start race. Her performance attracted attention not only because of the gold medal, but also because it demonstrated how modern endurance athletes manage physiology, strategy, and pressure during high-level competition. To understand the significance of this race, it is important to explore Mackie's background, racing approach, challenges, and the broader reaction to her career. What makes the cross-country skiing course in Lillehammer especially demanding for elite athletes? The course in Lillehammer is widely known for its repeated climbs, technical descents, and constant elevation changes. These characteristics force skiers to repeatedly shift between intense uphill effort and short recovery phases on the descents. Such terrain places enormous stress on both the cardiovascular system and the muscles. Athletes must maintain high power output on climbs while also conserving enough energy for later sections of the race. Who is Alison Mackie and how did she rise through the ranks of international cross-country skiing? Alison Mackie emerged from Canada's competitive junior skiing system and gradually developed into one of the country's most promising endurance specialists. She gained early attention through strong performances in junior competitions and international youth events. Her consistent progress, strong aerobic capacity, and technical skating ability helped her transition into the under-23 level, where she began competing against some of the best young skiers in the world. What technical strengths helped Mackie succeed in distance races? One of Mackie's most important technical strengths is her efficiency in freestyle skiing. Her skating technique allows her to maintain speed with relatively economical energy use. Efficient pole timing, balanced body positioning, and smooth transitions between climbing and flat terrain enable her to maintain consistent rhythm over long distances. This efficiency becomes especially valuable in difficult courses where small technical mistakes can quickly lead to fatigue. How did Mackie approach the tactical challenges of a mass start race? Mass start races are highly tactical because athletes must constantly evaluate the pace of the pack and their own energy reserves. Mackie demonstrated patience by remaining within the lead group while avoiding unnecessary early surges. Instead of responding to every attack from competitors, she conserved energy and waited for key moments in the race. This disciplined approach allowed her to remain strong during the decisive final phase. Why is pacing so critical in long-distance cross-country races? Pacing determines whether an athlete can maintain performance throughout the entire race. If a skier pushes too hard early on steep climbs, the body quickly accumulates fatigue. Skilled endurance athletes aim to stay close to their lactate threshold without exceeding it for long periods. By carefully managing effort across different terrain sections, they can preserve energy for the final kilometers. What is the lactate threshold and why does it matter for endurance athletes? The lactate threshold represents the exercise intensity where the body begins producing lactate faster than it can clear it from the muscles. When athletes remain near this threshold, they can maintain high speed for extended periods. When they exceed it for too long, fatigue increases rapidly and performance drops. Training programs for elite skiers focus heavily on raising this threshold to improve endurance capacity. How do athletes recover during the race itself? Recovery often occurs during downhill sections. Skilled skiers maintain light muscle activity instead of completely resting. This technique helps circulate blood through the muscles and speeds up the removal of metabolic waste. Efficient recovery between climbs allows athletes to approach the next uphill section with lower fatigue and better power output. How important is breathing and oxygen management during intense competition? Controlled breathing supports oxygen delivery to working muscles and helps regulate the body's internal balance during high-intensity effort. Elite skiers often synchronize breathing with their movement rhythm, especially during skating techniques. Proper breathing patterns allow athletes to sustain demanding workloads while reducing the risk of early exhaustion. How did Mackie handle the most intense moments of the race in Lillehammer? During the later stages of the race, the pace increased as leading athletes attempted to break away from the group. Mackie remained composed and continued skiing efficiently, maintaining her position near the front. Her ability to manage fatigue and preserve energy allowed her to respond effectively when the decisive moves occurred near the finish. What setbacks and challenges did Mackie face during her development as an athlete? Like many endurance athletes, Mackie's path to success included difficult periods. Transitioning from junior competitions to higher international levels often exposes athletes to stronger opponents and more demanding race conditions. Early in her career, she experienced races where pacing mistakes or tactical misjudgments prevented her from reaching the podium. These experiences forced her to refine her strategy and improve her consistency. What criticisms have some observers expressed about her career? Some critics initially questioned whether Mackie could consistently compete with the strongest European athletes in major international events. Others suggested that Canadian skiers sometimes struggle to match the depth of talent found in traditional cross-country skiing nations. Such criticisms are common for emerging athletes who are still proving themselves at the highest level. How have fans and supporters reacted to her performances? Many fans and supporters have viewed Mackie as an important representative of a new generation of Canadian cross-country skiers. Her dedication, steady progress, and strong work ethic have earned respect among teammates, coaches, and followers of the sport. Performances like her victory in Lillehammer have strengthened the belief that she can compete successfully against the world's best. What lessons can athletes learn from Mackie's racing approach? Her performance highlights several key principles of endurance sport. Efficient technique helps conserve energy during long races. Careful pacing near the lactate threshold prevents early fatigue. Tactical patience allows athletes to save their strongest efforts for decisive moments. Mental composure under pressure ensures that energy is used wisely rather than wasted on unnecessary reactions. What does this victory suggest about the future of Canadian cross-country skiing? Results like Mackie's indicate that Canadian athletes are benefiting from increasingly advanced training methods. Modern programs often include detailed physiological testing, heart rate monitoring, and data-driven coaching strategies. These tools help athletes refine endurance, improve recovery, and compete more effectively in international competition. Finally, the gold medal performance by Alison Mackie on the demanding course in Lillehammer demonstrates how modern endurance athletes succeed through a combination of physical conditioning, strategic pacing, technical efficiency, and mental resilience. Her journey also shows that success often follows years of challenges, criticism, and continuous improvement.